Hello guys, welcome back to Simulated Heaven. This is just a super quick video just to remind you guys about a game called Simraceway. This game gets quite a bit of hate when you talk to like hardcore sim racers. For example, when you go on to various websites where there's a lot of sim racers on there, you often get a lot of people saying that this game is not very good. I kind of disagree. I think the problem is when you are playing so many other awesome games like iRacing and things like that, it's quite easy for you to throw this game aside and say it's not very good, because the graphics are not the greatest. They're pretty decent and they're improving all of the time, but there's only so far that you can get the R Factor 1 engine. I think it's called G Motor 2 engine. You know, there's only so far that you can actually push that. I mean, the graphics are not bad. As you can see, this track looks pretty okay. The car interiors look pretty good. They can be slightly patchy, but I've kind of noticed that recently the quality of their interiors has actually gotten quite a bit better. So all in all, I think that this game fits into a good kind of area. I would say, for people who maybe can't afford iRacing. Like, iRacing is very expensive, so it's a way of getting a similar kind of thing to iRacing in that you log into a website, it's a community, you do races with people online. It's not as active. Like, iRacing gets thousands of people online at one time. This game, you'll find at a busy time might get 150 people online, but quite often when you log in it's like 50 or 80 or around that kind of figure. But it is enough for you to have races. So it's, of course, it's not as good as iRacing, but the cost of this is a lot less. Basically, in this game, you only have to pay for the cars. You don't have to pay for any tracks. It means you can access any track, and of course, there's a free vehicle. I think it's a Mitsubishi Lancer X. So you can actually install this game and you can try it out for free, but you can only drive the Lancer. But I think it's enough for you to decide if you like the game or not. And then after that, you just have to pay for the vehicles that you would like. Now, the vehicles range is quite crazy. Like, for example, this vehicle right here is a Toyota MR2, and it cost me hardly anything, like 30, I think, like half a US dollar, 30 cents, I can't remember, but it was not a lot. And as you can see, this car is still a pretty cool car. However, they have some others that, like an F1 car, for example, like a McLaren F1 car, that might cost you $35, $40. So it is a bit of a crazy kind of range of cars, but if you choose the cars very carefully that you buy, then you can actually play this game on a budget, because you can get quite a lot of the cheaper cars, and you always, or very often, are able to find quite a lot of races that you can join into. Also, they have a thing called Test Drive Tuesday, which means that every Tuesday they will put a car on half price, so you can buy it for half price. Now, that's the only time that I've ever bought those more expensive vehicles, when they're half price. Like, I would never pay $30 or $40 for one vehicle, but certainly the Test Drive Tuesday kind of makes that a bit better. But overall, the amount of money that you have to spend on this game is nowhere near what you would have to pay for an iRacing or something like that. Like I said, so you need to just be careful with the vehicles that you buy. So if you don't have a lot of money, then you obviously try to buy more of the cheaper vehicles. One of the other things, there's actually two other things that I really like about this game. I like the range of cars. So you get to drive quite a lot of retro vehicles, like there's this MR2, there's a BMW M3, so that's really good. And also I really enjoy the hot lapping. So there's basically a competition every week where you can do hot laps, and then you are basically trying to be in the top or whatever in hot lapping. So then I find that is really, really fun because you can actually race against ghost cars. So you will get various ghost cars that you will race against in the hot lapping. So it will start you off with an easy one and it will gradually get harder. So that's another really fun racing style, which is slightly different from what I would get in other games. And I have found that I do mostly hot lapping in this game. Actually, I don't often do that many races, but I find the hot lapping I will do that a lot. Anyway, if you have any other questions about this game, feel free to ask me in the comments. Like I said, this is not a review or anything. I just kind of wanted to give you an idea or remind you guys about this game. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.